You ever feel like she's into you, but you're just not sure? Like there's something subtle in the way she looks at you, something in her tone, in her energy. It's not obvious, it's not loud, but it's there. And yet, the moment you try to grab onto it and it vanishes like mist. Today we're going deep, not into cheesy pickup lines or flashy tricks, but into the subtle, powerful, and often overlooked signals women give when they're genuinely into you, and how a Stoic mindset can help you see them clearly, without overreacting or overanalyzing. Because, here's the truth. When a woman's interested, it's rarely what she says that gives her away. It's what she does, and even more than that, it's how you respond that determines whether the spark catches fire or fizzles out. Imagine you're at a cafe. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're just present, calm, grounded. That's when you notice, phew. She glances your way, not once, but twice. Her body's turned just slightly in your direction. She's talking with her friend, but there's a rhythm in her voice that feels a little different now. Not louder, just more alive. This isn't magic, it's awareness, it's observation, and it's something that becomes obvious once you quiet your mind long enough to notice. See, one of the greatest lessons from Stoicism, from Marcus, Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, is learning to see things as they are, not as we hope or fear them to be. Most guys miss the signs because they're either desperate for attention or terrified of rejection. Stoicism teaches us to see without judgment, to act with intention, and to let go of the outcome. When a woman's into you, it's often her comfort around you that speaks the loudest. She relaxes. She laughs more easily. Her guard starts to slip just a little, not because you're performing, not because you're trying to impress her, but because your stillness gives her space to be herself. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being emotionally disciplined. And ironically, that's incredibly attractive. Most women are used to men who either push too hard or retreat too fast. A man who's centered, who listens more than he speaks, who isn't chasing validation, that kind of man becomes magnetic. It's not that women are playing games, it's that they're feeling for safety. They're sensing for consistency. They're reading your presence the same way you're reading theirs. Let's talk about touch. Not grand gestures, but the light kind. The brush of a hand. The way she lingers just a little longer than necessary. Women tend to test the waters with subtle cues. If she leans in when she laughs, or if she gently touches your arm while talking, that's not random. But here's the Stoic part. Don't leap to conclusions. Just notice. That's it. That's your whole job. Notice without needing. Observe without assuming. If it's real, it'll grow. If it's not, no amount of overanalyzing will force it. Sometimes the signs are in how she shares things. Maybe she tells you about her childhood, or a song she loves, or a moment that meant something to her. These aren't just stories. They're bridges, openings. She's inviting you into her world bit by bit to see if you value it, if you'll respect it, if you'll stay. The Stoic response? Appreciate the moment. Don't rush it. Don't interrogate it. Just let it breathe. One thing many men don't realize is how powerful silence is. When you don't rush to fill the space, when you let her speak, pause and reflect, you create something incredibly rare. Presence without pressure. She may start to open up more because you're not trying to impress her. You're just with her. And women feel that. Deeply. Sometimes she'll test the silence. She might ask a question that seems a little bold, or tease you a bit to see how you handle pressure. This isn't about games, it's about seeing your center. If you can, stay grounded when the energy shifts. Stay calm, not passive. She begins to trust you. Trust, for women, is everything. Not just physical safety, but emotional security. Can she be her full self with you, without fear of being judged or smothered? A Stoic man isn't shaken by every shift in emotion. He doesn't flinch when feelings rise or fall, and that's what makes him so rare. and so compelling. There's a moment that happens in almost every real connection, when the mask slips. Maybe she gets quiet. Maybe she shares something a little vulnerable. Maybe she looks at you, not with flirtation, but with recognition, like she sees something in you she's been hoping to find. This is sacred ground, not to be played with, not to be exploited, but to be honored. A Stoic man doesn't rush into these moments. He doesn't use them for advantage. He simply holds space, and she can feel that. You'd be surprised how few women experience that, the feeling of being truly seen without being pursued like a prize or tested like a threat. Sometimes it's in the way she changes her plans just to be where you are, or the way she mirrors your language, or the way her eyes search your face when you're not looking. It's these micro movements, tiny adaptations. She's aligning herself with your rhythm because something about it feels good to her. But here's what separates the Stoic man from the reactive one. He doesn't mistake attention for possession. He doesn't cling. He appreciates. He lets go when needed. And that makes the connection deeper. Because real desire isn't about chasing or conquering. It's about being chosen, naturally, authentically. And sometimes, when a woman's into you, she'll challenge you, not to fight, but to feel your depth. She might push back on something you say, not to argue, but to see how you hold your ground. This isn't disrespect. It's curiosity. It's her way of asking, is this man real? Will he fold under pressure, or will he stand calmly in his truth? The Stoic man welcomes challenge, not to dominate, but to engage. He knows iron sharpens iron, and sometimes intimacy begins at the edge of disagreement, not because you win, but because you respectfully stand your ground. Here's what it all comes down to. When a woman's into you, you'll feel it, not as noise, but as resonance. You'll feel it in how her energy shifts around you, in how she listens, in how she wants to be near you. But the real magic is in how you meet her. Are you frantic, trying to decode every move? Or are you centered, present, at peace with whatever unfolds? Because women sense that, and they respond to it, often before they even understand why. So the next time you sense that quiet, curious pull, don't rush. Don't ask a million questions, just breathe. Be still. Let her come closer, not because you asked her to, but because your energy gave her permission to. That is the essence of Stoic attraction. Subtle, strong, unshakable. And the beautiful thing is, once you live this way, you'll never need to ask if she's into you again. You'll already know. If you found this helpful, or it sparked something in you, let it sit. Let it settle. And if you want more content like this, grounded, real, and rooted in something deeper, you know what to do. Until next time, stay grounded, stay clear, and above all, stay true.